Hello. Hello, friends. This is Wealthy Forever with Charles Sunkanmi Obisesan. I'm your host. It's wonderful to be with you today, and of course, every Wednesday to just share together nuggets that would help you to have wealth forever. Either as an individual or as a corporation. I really want to appreciate you for this privilege of being with you every week. I actually have a book, Wealthy Forever. That's what you see right behind me there. You can order for a copy of it. It's cheap. It's not. It's cheap in price, but it's rich in content. So the price, the cost is cheap, but the content is rich. So I encourage you to just get a copy. Now we've been looking at business and success and business and career success principles. And of course, last week we looked at why some people don't just want to start small. And because starting small is one of the principles of business and career success. Starting where you are with what you have and how you are, and then of course growing, be committed, dedicated to growing, from there. That's one of the major secrets of business and career success. Now, I'm not say that does not mean that you cannot start big, all right? But most times it's better for you to start small so that you can learn. You can learn as you go on. So you grow on as you go on. Right now, today, I'm going to do something. Well, it's not different, but it's still in the business and career success principles. And we're going to look at something interesting today. And the title is "Don't Decrease with the Degree." Don't decrease with the degree. That is, don't allow your degree to make you decrease. All right. We're going to be looking at reasons why degree holders are poor, or why most degree holders are poor. Let me put it that way, because there are some degree holders, many degree holders that are rich. So reasons why some degree holders are poor. Now, let me quickly put a disclaimer here that what I'm going to be sharing with you, these 7 things I'm going to be sharing with you today, they are not what I came up with personally. All right. These are I actually read this in a Guardian newspaper publication that was authored by Gbenga Adebambo. So Gbenga Adebambo actually is the original owner, is the author of what I'm going to be sharing with you today, but because when I read it, I found it very interesting, and of course, apt for what we're discussing, at this time. And I said, look, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people may not, have read this in the Guardian newspaper, so why not just share it on this platform? And so I've mentioned his name. Gbenga Adebambo is the original author of what I'm sharing with you today. So that I will not be accused of plagiarism. All right, that's why I'm doing that. So so the topic is don't decrease with the degree. That's my own topic. And then of course, reasons why degree holders are poor. Is what Gbenga actually used as his topic. So why? And I say that reasons why why most degree holders are poor. Okay, so number one reason why that happens is because they don't think beyond their certificates. Most degree certificate holders do not think beyond their certificates. Now, it was Albert Einstein who said, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. The training of the mind to think. Now, and that's what education does for you. It just enables you to think. Now, of course, my mentor, Bishop David Oyedepo, said something so powerful. He said, that you go to school to be literate, but you have to look to use that literacy, to go through to read as many literatures as possible, so that you can be useful to your society. So most degree holders, most certificate holders don't think beyond their certificate. They just think, oh, now I've gotten this certificate, okay, then of course, this is all I need. That's not all you need. Your certificate does not certify you. Now, your certificate is just a document, all right? The point is that, now you discover that there are many people today, who are, like, for example, like Benga said, like, who are engineering students, but they work as bankers, and they're excellent at it. There's a friend of mine, who happened to be a medical doctor, and of course, he done the best, his medical doctor certificate, and enrolled with ICANN, and became one of the most outstanding accountants that we have in Nigeria. In fact, they happen to be one of the ministers, one of the ministers in Nigeria. So you discover that it's not about certificates. There is much more to life than that. So the basic truth of life is that the skills that are needed to be much sought after and become more successful in life are not really found within the walls of the classrooms. That's what Benga is saying here. So your certificate is just a proof that you're teachable. Now, it does not suggest what you're totally capable of doing. That's it. It does not suggest what you're totally capable of doing. The word totally there is very important. So you're full of possibilities. When you think beyond your degrees and certificates, you are full of possibilities. And that's what you need to think. And number two thing, that is said, is reason why most degree holders are poor is because they prioritize their certificates more than their gifts and talents. They prioritize their certificates more than their gifts and talents. Now, the point is that the certificate just enables you to look for a job, but you have gifts and talents inside of you that will make you outstanding. They will make you great. They will make you outstanding. They will make you wonderful. Now, most of the comedians that you have today, they didn't go to school. They didn't go to school to learn comedy. No, it's a gift inside of them. It's a talent inside of them. I mean, I have not seen a footballer that went to school to study football or soccer. Okay, it's a gift that they have, and of course, see them coming to the world, and to showcase, those gifts to the world, to serve the world with the gift, and with that, they became multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires. Can you imagine Ronaldo the other day? Cristiano Ronaldo the other day. Now by just pushing aside Coca-Cola bottle, and then holding up a bottle of water, Coca-Cola lost about $4 billion just like that. Now, that's the power of a brand. Cristiano Ronaldo is a brand, and if they lost $4 billion. Can you imagine that? Now, and the Cristiano Ronaldo that we're talking about is a soccer player, is a footballer. He didn't go to school. He doesn't have a certificate, of a BSc or MSc in footballing or soccer. No, it's a gift that he has. It's a talent that he has. So, but most times what happens is the certificate holders, degree holders, prioritize their certificates more than their gifts and talents. Let me say this to you, that there is more to you than the paper that you call a certificate. There is more to you than the paper that you call a degree. There is more inside of you. There is a gift that you have. There is a talent that you have. There is something that you came into this world with. It's called a potential, and the world is waiting for you to serve that potential to them, and they want to come watch you, serving them with it, and then they want to pay you for serving them with that gift, especially when you have refined it to become a talent. You see, the difference between a gift and a talent is this. Now, a gift is raw, but a talent is processed. So, and what happens is, now people pay you what they want for your gift, but they will pay you what you want for your talent. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Let me refine that. Now, gifts and talents, are things that you came to the world with. Now, those are, and they are raw. They are raw materials. Okay, they are raw. Okay, inside of you. But then the gifts and the talents would have to be refined to become skills. So what now happens is now the people will pay you what they want for your gift and talents, but they will pay you what you want for your skills. So that means that the gift you have would have to be refined, would have to be processed, would have to be worked upon to become a skill. And then people will come and they will pay you what you want. You dictate your price when you refine your gifts and talents, into a skill. So certificate holders prioritize their certificates more than their gifts and talents. Meanwhile, gifts and talents, are more profitable than certificates. Number three thing that makes certificate holders to be poor is that their certificates prepare them for a world that no longer exists. Their certificates prepare them for a world that no longer exists. What does that mean? Now, most of the skills that people are taught in school are becoming obsolete in the present world. They're becoming obsolete. Most of the things that's why there's so much disruption in the world, disruption in business, disruption now even in churches, disruption in the way churches are run, disruption in the way the businesses are run, disruptions the way academics are run, disruptions in different places. Why? Because those things that were taught in school, they are becoming obsolete. They're becoming obsolete. And so you discover that, now it is imperative to know that the present form of university education does not prepare students for the future, because they're teaching you historical things. But you need empirical things. You need practical things. They teach you historical things. You need empirical things, and you need things that you can use to bring the future into the present. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So, and the point is that, like Benga said here, graduates are becoming endangered species, in the face of a changing world. So the point is that we can no longer be using the archaic methods that we're using, the archaic methods of teaching and learning. We cannot keep using them, because those certificates that people are being given or people are getting in schools are becoming obsolete, because the skills are no longer relevant for the world that we're in. So you need to begin to look at what is relevant, what is pragmatic, what is practical in the world, and then of course begin to adjust yourself to it. Things that are useful, that will earn you money. You need to look at those things very importantly. And of course, number four thing, that makes people poor is that they know less about themselves but more about things. They know less about themselves but more about things. The reason why that happens is that now there is a difference between IQ and EQ. Now, intelligent quotients, they make you they tell you how smart you are. But the point is that you need to discover yourself. You need a self-discovery first. Who am I? What am I capable of? Now, that's what is important. Now, and the more you discover yourself, the more you realize the treasures that are hidden deep inside you. Deep inside you. There's so much that you have. There's so much that you have inside of you that the world is looking for. So the point is that you need to know more about yourself, know about things. It's important you know about things so that you don't just be talking in abstract, but at the same time, not just only knowing about things, but you need to know yourself so that you know what to apply yourself to, and you know what to do with your life, and know how to approach your life and how to approach things in life. And then, of course, get into that thing which that is best for you, that you can handle well. Okay, and then go ahead, and pursue it, and be the best at it. Number five thing that happens to these people is that certificates and degrees can kill initiatives. They can kill initiatives. Why? Because people will hold on to those certificates, and then, of course, instead of them to look at, to take initiative and become creative, they just hold on to the certificates. The purpose of education is to keep your mind perpetually open towards limitless opportunities. Limitless opportunities. Friends, it's not about certificates, it's about opportunities. It's about opportunities. All right? Fred Smith saw an opportunity for overnight delivery of anything, anywhere in the USA, and and ultra fast delivery anywhere in the world. FedEx was born. FedEx was born. Now, this Fred Smith got a grade C in a Yale economics class for an idea that the professor belittled as unworkable. Can you imagine that? Certificates will just narrow your mind. Certificates will kill initiatives. But this same guy, went on to put the idea to work, and of course, FedEx was born, and today FedEx delivers in over 200 countries using over 6,030 aircrafts with 46,000 vehicles and 141,000 employees. Can you imagine that? Don't let your certificate kill your initiatives. There is something you have, put it to use. Number 6 thing that happens to them is that degrees and certificates position you to look for jobs, not for opportunities. You are not poor because you don't have a job. You are poor because you are not seeking, seeing, and seizing opportunities. You are not poor because you don't have a job. You are poor because you are not seeking, you are not seeing, and you are not seizing opportunities. So you need to close your eyes to your certificates and open your eyes to opportunities. You are simply poor. You are simply P-O-O-R, meaning you are passing over opportunities repeatedly. What keeps people ahead in life is not their education or degrees. It is simply the opportunity that they seized. So seize opportunities. Jobs may be scarce, but opportunities are, they're ubiquitous. They're everywhere. They're ubiquitous. Everywhere. They're everywhere. So don't look for jobs. Look for opportunities. Look for opportunities. The opposite could be you volunteering somewhere. Just look for opportunities, and they're everywhere. Everywhere. It is opportunity that it's your taking advantage of opportunities that will result in your prosperity. So look for opportunities and take advantage of them and maximize them. Seek for them, see them, and seize them and maximize them. And finally, number 7 thing that keeps people prevents the degree holders from being rich is that certificates and degrees prepare people to look for security, and not to take risks. They look for security and they run from risk. Let me say this: it is risky not to take risks. It is risky not to take risks. Let me put it this way: if you are risk averse, now it is good if you are risk averse. If you are risk averse, being risk averse is good if you are risk averse. So if you are averse to risk, that means you are averse to rich, or you are averse to being rich. So if you are averse to being to take risk, then that means you are averse to being rich. So you need to know that risk taking is part of the business. No risk, no riches. Little risk, little riches. Big risk, big riches. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. So take risks. Take risks. Take risks. Future jobs will involve knowledge production and creation and innovation. And people that are only equipped with skills found in the classroom will definitely be a misfit in an ever-changing world. So skills like critical thinking, creativity, people skills, STEM skills, complex problem-solving skills, they are the things that will be mostly in demand in the world that we're going into, that we find ourselves in right now. So to be productive, To be rich, to be wealthy, you need to enter into this new line of thinking. And I say here in closing, I said, dump the certificate, pick up the certification. Your certificate is a document. Your certification is the education that you have gotten from school. Put the education into use. Put it into use. Put it into use. Don't limit yourself, Benga said, to the classroom. Do something practical. Take a leadership position. Start a business and fail. That's a better entrepreneurship. Start, fail, and start again. And that's the way it works. Okay? And you see yourself getting better. So, conclusively, the point is that, think wide, think wild, and think weird. Think WWW. Think wide, wild, and weird. Because when you do that, you discover that, there's more to you than what you think you can do. Don't let your degree decrease you. Very important. That's all today, that I'm going to share with you today on Wealthy Forever. And of course, don't forget, this Wealthy Forever is a platform, for us to learn together so that we can get better and and live better and earn bigger. Okay, and you can send me your questions or your suggestions. You can send them to csowealthyforever@gmail.com. And I pray for you today that Lord will prosper your business, prosper the works of your hands, prosper your career, prosper you in everything that has to do with you, in this life, in the name of Jesus. The Lord bless you mightily till I come your way again next week as we continue this topic. Don't forget, this is to your wealth forever. You will be wealthy forever. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you.